We are getting you the latest in investigations in the Delhi car blast case. Where was Dr. Muhammad Umar in the hours before the blast? He ran away from the university the moment his colleagues were taken into custody, whether it's Dr. Adil, Dr. Muzammil, Dr. Shaheen, and a number of other doctors. But he wasn't taken into custody. He switched off his mobile phone, he dumped his mobile phones, got into his car and sped off. Where did he go? Now, the agencies have painstakingly been looking at CCTV cameras, using artificial intelligence, and there's a lot of information that's now coming out in public domain. And India Today gets you that exclusive information, Dr. Muhammad Umar's movement from the university in Faridabad in Haryana. So the terrorist Dr. Muhammad Umar, according to the police, is a suspect as of now. Of course, he was killed in the blast. His vehicle loaded with explosives was seen passing through a toll booth within Haryana in a place called Firozpur, Jharka, and this is in the Nuh area of Haryana. He then travelled to the Mewat region. This is in the early hours of the 10th before he entered Delhi the day of the blast. Now, the ammonium nitrate, the fertilizers that were used in the explosives, were purchased in Mewat before the blast and before Dr. Muzammil was taken into custody. So one image that you see, now that's a local toll booth in Mewat region of Haryana. He travelled to Nuh, he travelled to Mewat. Was he meeting people? Was he getting some details? Was somebody assembling that improvised explosive device for him in that very notorious Mewat Nuh region of Haryana? I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Shreya Chatterjee, who joins us with the latest on the investigation. So Shreya, the agencies have been able to piece together his movement. We know what he did, or at least parts of it, once he entered Delhi at 8 in the morning or around 8 in the morning. But where was he through the night? What details can you tell us?
Well, Gaurav, with this new CCTV that India Today has now accessed, we can say that all the CCTV map movements of Umar Unnabi is with India Today, and this one is of the Firozpur Zirka Toll Plaza, which is in the Nuh region of Haryana. This is the portion of Mewat that falls in Haryana. This is where he was seen zooming past at midnight on 10th of November. So this is the time he's absconding when those raids are being carried out, because remember, on 9th and 10th there were subsequent raids carried, and in those timeline we saw the recovery of the ammunition to the tune of 2,900 kgs that were done. By that time, Umar Unnabi was already underground, because he had been alerted at the time when the arrest of the Nogam cleric and Muzammil took place simultaneously on 27th of October and 30th of October, and that's when he goes absconding. And this CCTV captures his movement on the 10th of November midnight at Firozpur Zirka, after which he did enter the national capital. We have all those trails of him, but this is of Mewat. Remember, the another Mewat connection is of that fertilizer that was gathered from the Pinangua village of Nuh. NIA has already detained the owner of that fertilizer shop as well, from where it is being said that Muzammil, Dr. Muzammil, was the one who actually procured those ammonium nitrate, the NPK fertilizers.
You know, that's very interesting. Dr. Muzammil, Dr. Muhammad Umar, Dr. Adil, Dr. Shaheen, Dr. Ansari, some of the other doctors who've now been taken into custody from Jammu and Kashmir, they almost seem to be working in a synchronized manner. It's almost as if everybody had their task cut out. Dr. Muzammil went and procured the ammonium nitrate, and this new Mewat belt, it's an agrarian belt. There are lots of farmers around. So do we know whether they said they were doctors, they were procuring this ammonium nitrate? Do we know how they procured ammonium nitrate in such large quantities, 2,900 kilograms?
Well, Gaurav, right now what the investigators are suggesting that these were actually procured from the local fertilizers shops. Now, NPK is a common fertilizer that contains, if I'm not wrong, 40% of ammonium nitrate. Now, from that, it needs to be extracted is what we do understand. And probably that's the reason, Gaurav, why doctors were selected. These were individuals who knew the know-how of how to misuse chemical reactions to create a terror blast, and that's the reason we see these doctors procuring the ammonium nitrate fertilizers from these local shops. But bigger question, Gaurav, the reason these people of the shop, the owners, are now being detained because as per the ammonium nitrate rules 2012, you cannot sell ammonium nitrate without someone having the license to buy the same. So there are rules that were flouted, and that's the reason the NIA is now sweeping down, because not a regular thing to be sold to anyone.
There's a
who
big
goes,
story
and
coming.
that
Stay
too
with
in a
me.